to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it back. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Dumps it to the back. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Georgia! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Harris. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Right on target this time. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack and showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebreak? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And this ball looks like he just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Notre Dame right back to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Thompson. And that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Irish, time to think about it. They'll open the quarter going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Rides to back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Powers through. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on third and goal from the 1. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. To the air, it's Dampier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On fourth down, going to the air. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Johnson looking to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Got a man, it's Tucker. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Lots of running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. They will score! Touchdown, Dogs!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback adapting. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Man, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
To the air on 2nd down. Uncorks it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. That was a nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That's reeled in. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they're not on the same page there.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Using his feet to buy time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. The offense changing the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Little touch pass to the receiver.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. With the catch, it's Harris. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They just keep firing. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. They'll give it to Johnson. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Winning those individual 6-second battles.